Welcome to New Sky TV. Today's spotlight belongs to Yulong dote on Yang Mie-Mie. Just how much does Yulong dote on Yang Mie-Mie? Would you believe it? To cheer her up, he went all out. Wearing a skirt and hair accessories was just the appetizer. What truly stunned netizens was seeing Yulong actually put on black sheer stockings. Once this scene surfaced, the comments section exploded. Was this a scripted short drama, or had doting on his wife turned into a reality show? In the world of short dramas, that couple vibe often vanishes the moment the cameras stop rolling. They might be heart-meltingly sweet on screen, yet have little interaction off camera. But Yulong and Yang Mie-Mie are different. One is willing to completely let loose to make the other smile, while the other can't hide her grin seeing such wholehearted cooperation. What's truly captivating isn't the skirt, the accessories, or the stockings themselves, but the willingness to cast aside one's inhibitions for the sake of the other. So, the question arises, was Yulong just playing along for the sake of the show, or have the two developed a genuine, unique rapport? If it were just acting, why did even the smallest details feel so natural? If they were merely friends, why do they constantly create moments that make people want to look twice? Perhaps that's the most interesting thing about short dramas. You think the audience is watching for the plot, only to realize that what really gets them hooked is that indefinable spark between the characters. But is the black stockings gag the only thing that makes it interesting? If we view this interaction merely as a funny imitation, aren't we oversimplifying the chemistry between Yang Mie-Mie and Yulong? After all, what people keep rewatching isn't just what Yulong wore, but why he was willing to do it. Seeing someone who usually appears composed suddenly toss aside his idol image just to make someone else laugh, isn't that kind of contrast far more memorable than forced displays of affection? From another perspective, this explains why short drama couples are increasingly becoming the focus of audience discussion. In the past, viewers cared about melodramatic plots, beautiful actors, and domineering male leads. Now, however, aren't they starting to pay close attention to the real-life interactions between the actors themselves? Take a pairing like Yang Mie-Mie and Yulong, for instance. Audiences aren't just watching the characters on screen, they are looking for that natural, off-camera chemistry. Of course, we shouldn't mistake a single gesture for genuine romance. Entertainment content inherently involves acting, coordination, and camera effects, and we ought to view that rationally. Yet, the fascinating part is this: even knowing there might be an element of fan service or performative chemistry, why do people keep clicking on their videos? The answer might be simple. Truly heartwarming interactions aren't about force-feeding sweetness to the audience. They're about letting viewers sense a touch of genuine warmth through the little details. When Yulong agrees to wear a skirt, hair accessories, or even black stockings, it might look like a joke on the surface. But if you view it through the lens of everyday life, isn't it like someone setting aside their pride just to make the person they like happy? Such moments aren't rare in reality. Someone who isn't good with sweet words might quietly buy you something you love. Someone who struggles with expression might join you in doing something they'd normally never consider. Isn't that often more moving than a simple "I love you"? Perhaps the real appeal of Yang Mie-Mie and Yulong isn't about who is better at manufacturing sweet moments, but rather who is willing to be imperfect in front of the other. After all, when someone dares to look silly, act goofy, or even ruin their image in front of you, doesn't it imply a level of comfort and ease in the relationship? And why does this dynamic resonate so deeply with audiences? Maybe it's because, in real life, we all long to meet someone who will join in our playful antics while also genuinely caring for us. Looking at the shifting landscape of the short drama world, it seems audiences are no longer satisfied with the mere label of on-screen couple. They scrutinize every joint appearance, interaction, and shared frame. Even a single glance, gesture, or joke gets analyzed repeatedly. Has this become the new formula for viral success in the genre? From this perspective, perhaps the prominence of Yang Mie-Mie and Yulong stems not just from who they are as individuals, but because they perfectly embody the kind of relationship dynamic that audiences currently crave. Instead of making a big, loud declaration about how sweet their relationship is, they let the audience gradually savor the dynamic through seemingly small details. Isn't that a far more sophisticated approach than simply spoon-feeding sweetness to the viewers? What's particularly interesting is that while the age gap might have been the first thing people noticed, over time, what truly lingers is the sense of familiarity between them. Doesn't this suggest that what audiences ultimately care about isn't the numbers, but rather the comfort and chemistry of the interaction? Of course, some might ask, if these interactions are staged purely for content and traffic, are audiences being too easily swayed? This is a question worth exploring, as the short drama industry has become increasingly adept at manufacturing a sense of relationship. A single glance can spark a conversation, a gesture can trend online, and a joint appearance can instantly generate buzz. Does this mean that future competition in the short drama sector will hinge not just on plot lines, but on whether actors can create memorable moments together? The sudden appearance of Yang Mie-Mie and Yulong sends a clear signal. As long as the interaction feels natural, audiences will embrace it, even without a complex plot. Isn't this insight more valuable to the industry than mere metrics? Even more intriguing is the realization that, after the laughter over Yulong's skirt and black stockings subsides, what viewers actually remember is Yang Mie-Mie's reaction to the scene. If one person is willing to let loose for the sake of the other, and the other naturally plays along with the joke, isn't that back and forth dynamic exactly what makes this pairing so addictive? Perhaps the real thing to watch now isn't whether Yulong will continue to challenge his image, but rather what kind of unexpected interactions might unfold the next time he and Yang Mie-Mie share the screen. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.